Hi, and welcome to our channel, The Travel Boss. Today's video is about the top 10 things to do in Zagreb. Zagreb is the capital and largest city of Croatia. For more than 1,000 years, it has been the meeting point of Eastern and Central Europe. Zagreb has the feel of a small town, even though it is a modern capital. There is a large old hilltop district with cobblestone streets and squares that are still lit by gas lamps. But before we start our countdown, please subscribe to our channel, The Travel Boss, and also tell us what is your favorite thing to do in Zagreb in comments. Number 10. Pick up a Licitar. When you're walking around Zagreb, you might notice that the city likes red hearts. You can find them on flyers, store signs, and just about anywhere else. These words are about Licitars, which are a traditional sign of Zagreb. They are a kind of cookie made from honey dough that takes a few weeks to make. After the heart-shaped cookies have been baked and let cool, they are painted with a shiny, edible red enamel and decorated with piping to make intricate patterns and messages. Number 9. Archaeological Museum. Zagreb is at the point in history where West and East meet. This has brought a lot of different cultures to its door. So you can imagine that a trip to the city's Archaeological Museum is a fascinating journey through many different times and cultures. The Vučedol, a ritual vessel from at least 2500 BC, is one of the best pieces here. Liber Lintus, an Etruscan mummy from the 3rd century BC, was wrapped in bandages that have the world's longest Etruscan text written on them. Number 8. Mimara Museum. This lower town museum is named after Antopi Mimara, an art collector from the 20th century who was a very interesting person. Miramar, who was accused of stealing art during the Second World War and making fakes afterward, gave the museum its permanent displays. Some critics say that the museum's collection includes a number of fakes, but it's still a good way to spend a couple of hours. Number 7. Statue of Marija Đurić Zagorka. Zagorka, who was born in 1873, is one of Croatia's most famous modern cultural figures. She was the country's first woman journalist and a well-known author. Her statue is on Khaliva. She is dressed in modest Edwardian clothes, which are a little out of place on this street with its trendy bars and cafes. Many people still read Zagorka's 19 books, and many of them are set in old Zagreb, which she liked. Number 6. Dolac Market. If you plan to cook for yourself, you must go to Zagreb's daily farmers market. Dolac Market is open in the mornings and gets its food from local farms. It's a great place to buy meat, dairy products, vegetables, and handmade goods from Croatia. It also has a great selection of fresh seafood from the coast. Some locals call Dolac the belly of Zagreb, and it's a great place to see how people live and work in the city. Number 5. Go out in Tkalčićeva Street. Khaliva should be your first stop if you want to hear live music in a bar or eat a good meal at a table. It's where people from Zagreb go to have fun. During the day, Khaliva is a charming street with low-rise painted houses with balconies and overhangs that you can enjoy on a romantic stroll. When the sun goes down, you can choose from the best cafes, restaurants, and nightclubs in Zagreb. Number 4. Jelačić Square. This square, which is a hub for the modern city and is served by no less than 7 of the city's subway lines, also doesn't allow cars. Here you can see that Zagreb is a busy place full of office workers and shoppers, and you can sit at a sidewalk cafe and watch the people pass. The square is named after Count Josip Jelačić, a ruler from the 19th century who was known as a great military strategist. Number 3. Lower Town. The elegant lower town of Zagreb was built in the 1800s. It has wide streets and grand neoclassical buildings instead of the narrow alleys of the medieval center. Lower Town has most of the city's green space and a number of well-known museums, which we'll talk about later. It's also where the city's nicer hotels are. You could have lunch at a cafe or do some high-end shopping here, and then take a nice stroll through this leafy part of town. Number 2. Grad. This was the part of the ancient center of Zagreb where craftsmen and merchants lived. Today, it's a cute old neighborhood with cobblestone streets that have been made pedestrian only in the past few years. Street Square, where the Croatian Parliament and Constitutional Court are, is the most important place in terms of culture and politics. The square is named after St. Mark's Church, which still has a lot of its Romanesque architecture and added some Gothic features in the 1300s. Number 1. Kaptol. One of the many interesting things about Zagreb is how the old town grew up as two separate hilltop towns next to each other. And they didn't always get along with each other. Kaptol and Grad did not work together for a very long time. Kaptol was where the clergy lived and worked. In 1094, the Catholic Church of Zagreb was founded here. Zagreb Cathedral is the most famous building in Kaptol. It was built when the city was first founded, but it was destroyed by the Mongols in the 1200s and then damaged by an earthquake in the 1900s. So these are the top 10 best things to do in Zagreb. Do you agree with our list and think that visiting Kaptol is the best thing to do in Zagreb? Share your views in the comments section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel, The Travel Boss. Thanks for watching.